This is the Wandering Mike.
Welcome, everyone, to the Wandering Mike. Today I'm here with Kay. Hey, Kay, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you, Mike?
Not too bad. Still don't like the. I think I'm gonna say it every episode now before I leave. I don't like the cold. I have to bring it up every single time.
Me too. Me too. It's making me so sad. I came to Australia for the sun. I didn't fucking expect shitty rain.
Yeah, it's sometimes you forget that even though it's like on the other side of the world, like they still have winter. They just have it like.
Yeah, literally.
And I mean, to be completely honest, compared to Germany, and especially where I'm from, close to the mountains,
Right.
obviously it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But if you're, especially if in summer it does get to like 35, 40 degrees some
Yeah.
days.
Sometimes like 44, 45, depending on the day. Like
Yeah,
it's so much. And it's really dry heat.
right. And then all of a sudden it's 15 and you're like, no, this is freezing.
Yeah. No, it's such a big temperature change. So it's not good.
But we are, no, I honestly don't know. August is still winter here, is it?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
still
so
winter.
I'm very happy. I'm leaving.
You're going to it's sunny in Bali, isn't it?
Yeah, I think Bali is. I actually haven't checked Bali, but I'm pretty certain it's going to be around 30 degrees because I mean, when I lived in Java, in Jakarta, basically, I think the coldest it got was 30 something degrees during the day. During the night, it cools down to maybe like 20, 27, 28. But uh, that was it. And I imagine Bali being, I mean, it's basically the same,
Yeah.
same temperature. So, but that's my temperature. Just 30, 35 degrees year round.
Yeah.
I
It's
can do
good.
that.
Yeah.
I can definitely do that.
Livable.
Um, so, to get us started, maybe we just before we just talk about the weather for an hour, you want to tell the people that don't know you yet. Just tell us maybe where you're from. Anything you want to share about your journey, anything that's relevant of you being here on this adventure in Australia as well.
Okay. So I'm from Brighton, England.
Mhm.
It's a cool place.
Uh,
Yeah. I don't really like it. Yeah, I left England because I didn't like living there.
it's not so fair.
Yeah, it's the weather again.
No, it's bad.
Yeah, the people, it's just not a nice place. And I didn't want to settle down and find a job because I could see where that would be going. Like my life would be going nowhere.
Right.
So I was like, what can I do to change? And then I was like, oh, Australia,
Yeah.
they do working holiday visas. Yes. So yeah, I saved up, I think it was for like a year and a half.
Oh, wow.
Got scammed twice coming out here, which was grand.
How did you get scammed? That's horrible. That's horrible.
Honestly, it's me. Basically, I was doing it all alone, and obviously, I was really young,
Yeah.
fucking stupid, because I was 19 when I came out,
Right.
and I was doing the process when like I was 18,
Yeah.
and basically, there's this company. So, warning, there is this company called IC Australia,
Right.
and they put out like a fake visa, and you have to pay. Oh, how much did I end up paying them? So the visa, it was 600 and something pounds, I can't remember. And then you needed, I think it was 6 grand, like £6,000 to enter.
Right.
And they got all of my details and stuff. Like it was really, really fucking stupid of. So like I gave them all my details and stuff and like paid for the visa. And yeah, I found out like, so I was about to book my flights and then I went round to my mum's house. My mum checked everything and she was like, I don't think this is real. And I was like,
shit.
fuck. I had a fucking breakdown. So I was like, no. But it all got sorted. Like I I got the real visa, looked into
Yeah.
that, and everything was fine. And then it was time to book my flight, and I went to a fucking dodgy website. It was £1,000 that
Mm.
that the flights were, and yeah, I paid for it, could not get the money back. So I was like, yeah, I spent a big chunk of money, then had to make that back, and then I was finally able to go. So yeah, that was not fun.
No,
Big
that
life lessons though. I've really learnt my lesson. I'm so fucking overcautious now.
I mean, when you said that, I feel like it's also such a huge deal now with the internet.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you used to, and I'm gonna sound old again, but when I mean, to be honest, like when I was around, we also started doing it online, but
Mm.
it's still like you still had these places where you actually went in and it was like a travel agency. So you went in and you were like, oh, so where are you planning to go anyway? And then they showed you the different things that they can
Yeah.
offer and
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
stuff. And I mean, even then, probably you could have gone to like a sketchy person and maybe not everything was always 100% right. But with the internet, like that that's like it's so much easier to scam because everyone can set up a website. Everyone can
Yeah.
make it look nowadays,
Yeah, you
especially
can
can
make
make
it
it
look
look.
so fake. Well, not so fake. Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. You
Yeah,
can
you
tell
can
that it's
tell.
fake. It's like
That's it.
this is a website, and it's like, and yeah, that's kind of the scary thing as well. It's like everyone can just create something on there and basically be whatever they are want to
Be
be,
whatever they want to
like,
be.
and offer whatever they want to offer, voice anything. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of the internet.
I'm actually not either. Yeah. I go through little phases of like having a little look. I'll never get too invested. I keep deleting
Mhm.
my social media, so
Yeah. Are you actually?
I keep doing it. Like I do download it
Mm,
literally just to look at like
right.
funny videos and stuff, on your reels.
Oh, and
But
then cutting it.
I get too sick of it. I do end up just deleting it again.
Right.
Um, yeah, I just don't really see the point in it.
Yeah. I always say it's, and I hate social media. The only reason I and I wouldn't even say, and I do say to people like if they ask me for Instagram, I say I don't have Instagram.
Mm.
The podcast
Yeah,
does. So
yeah,
like when I started the podcast, it was like a necessity
yeah,
to have social media.
yeah.
But I still don't like it. For me, everything that came with this modern age, like the internet, the smartphones,
Mm.
all this stuff, like is really useful if you use it in a good way. And it's
That
just
that's it. It's all about how you use it. Like
yeah,
you may view it as a bad thing, but it can. Social media also does good for people as well. Like there are good sides and bad sides to it, but yeah, it's all depending on how you use it.
what I found super interesting is when I was talking to a good friend of mine, Reacham. He actually did the podcast as well. I don't know which number, which
There's
episode it
little
is,
numbers.
but he was one of the first ones, maybe 10 or 20. He's from Singapore and he's Chinese, so he's a Chinese Singaporean. And when he told me about what social media looks like in China, I was kind of um, I was stunned because it's like, oh, we got it so wrong. Because for
Mm.
them, and they obviously use TikTok because it's
Yeah.
the Chinese one. And he says like his TikTok, and he showed me as well, is full of educational videos. Like that's how the Chinese media they censor their social media so that it's only useful shit. So you actually go on there and you see simple math tips, or you
Mhm.
see like fun facts about chemistry,
Mhm.
like these videos where you always learn something, and then you go over to the States and you see what's trending there, and you see, like challenges, and you see like people dancing.
Stop it. I can't look at it. I really can't look at it. It just no judgment, but judgment.
Definitely fine. Definitely.
What are you doing? You're standing in front of a screen fucking dancing to what? And then you're gonna go pick up your phone, have a look, and come, there are people around you. Like, have some shame. No, but no judgment.
No, you actually no,
But judgment.
you got it straight on because I feel like that's also something that that we kind of unlearned. Like I think you hit it on the nail. Is it not on the head? Yeah,
That works as well.
you hit the nail on the head
Yes.
by saying, "Here, have some shame." I
Yes.
feel like we've lost
Oh,
that,
we've lost that so much.
didn't we?
Have some fucking shame, cunt.
Yes.
Like, oh,
It's a different world, when you see like all these, and obviously, because I'm a sucker for like movies that play in the 60s, 70s, 80s.
mhm.
Obviously, they romanticize all that as well. But if you do think back to that time, like everyone was really well dressed. Like as soon as you were out on the
Tell me
street,
about
like
it.
you
Like people were very well presented. Like the
exactly.
dresses, like like oh, just the nice clothing.
And and I also wouldn't, because I guess that's the argument, right? It's like, aren't you putting on a persona, like a mask? And well, firstly, I would argue that even in our age, we still do that.
Yeah, exactly. We do that to this day.
Yeah.
I don't think it's about putting on a mask. I think it's about decorating how you're perceived.
Right.
And you could use that for the same argument.
Hmm.
That's what's so like borderline about it. Like there's no really if you boil it down, there is really no difference from like dressing up nice like they did back in the 70s and stuff,
Mm.
and then us wearing makeup. But then again, it's what I'm trying to say is that if you boil it down, they're the same thing, but they're two completely different things because of how you use them, because of how they are used.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's at the end what matters is like why we do something, right? What's the if it's a good or bad reason. But before we go down too much into hating all technology, which I'll also gladly do for a bit, but I do wanna find out more about your experiences here as well, because like you said, and it's actually great that we talked about the scamming part of it all
Yeah.
as well. I feel like it's really important, and
Mm.
thank you for sharing that as well. That people get aware. And like you've mentioned, you started the process when you were 18. You came over here when you were 19. So um obviously that's a very young age.
Yeah.
Was you coming over here to Australia the first time solo traveling somewhere?
Oh yeah, that was the first time solo traveling. I'd been on holiday to Turkey before,
Mhm.
and that was basically it.
Right.
So I think I went to Turkey twice and then like just for a little holiday. And then yeah, came over to Australia when I was 19. So I was like
You did come over alone, or did you have like a
I
friend
was
that
alone.
joined you?
Yeah,
You came
I was
over.
alone.
So um yeah, I guess I'll just ask a simple question that is very broad, so you can answer however you want. So, how was that? What was the experiences? Was it? I mean, I don't even want to give you any adjectives because I don't want to be leaving. But how was it?
It was so exciting.
Right.
Like I didn't I didn't really feel any fear. Um
That's good
yeah,
at that age.
I was
That's
kind
really
of
good.
scared that I didn't feel any fear. Like
Mm,
I don't know, it's weird. Yeah,
no,
it's not
I know what you
people
mean. That.
yeah, people should be scared, but I was like, why am I not? But it's like I did feel like a little bit like, oh, like
Mm,
I don't know if it was fear or excitement because obviously they're the same. In
y-
my opinion, they're the
yeah,
same emotion, but
different sides. No,
different side. Yeah.
definitely, I agree with that.
Um, but yeah, it was just I just finally felt like my life was starting, that I'm doing good for myself, and
Mm.
I'm moving forward. So yeah.
So, um, maybe before we go into a little bit more detailed what you experienced here. Can you give us a bit of an overview what happened in the last? And for the people that don't know, how long have you been here in
Ah,
Australia? And then
yes.
what have been the stations? Well, where have you been?
Okay. Sorry, what was the first question?
How long?
How long? So I've been here, I think I came here January 2024.
Mhm.
So I think that's about a year and a half. Yeah.
Pretty
Been here for a
much.
year and a half. And I've literally just been here in Perth and over in Cairns.
Right. So both, I mean, I know we just bitched about the weather, but relatively sunny places compared to, like, you could have gone to Melbourne where the
Yeah.
winter is
Yeah.
horrible.
Exactly. No, I wanted the sun,
Yeah.
and I do want to see Melbourne and Sydney, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of big cities. I
That's
like
fair.
quieter, smaller places like Frio. It's great. It's
Yes.
absolutely, oh, I love it here. It does kind of like remind me of home. So I think it was a good place to land. Like it was completely coincidental, but yeah, this is a second home, and it just really reminds me of home.
I mean, especially our hostel though, and we've touched on it on a couple of episodes. I think especially the one with James, we were kind of like, because I was kind of like starting with, oh yeah, this nice little hostel that we're here, and he was like, Mike, don't give too much credit to the hostel.
To be fair,
But I was like, said, yeah, not the hostel per se, but
no,
the
that's
people
what
for
we talk
sure.
about when it's nice. Like
Yes.
it's a fucking shithole. Yeah, it needs work done, a lot of improvement, but it's either you love it here or you completely hate it. Most people hate it here first of all. They're like, I want to
Yeah,
leave. I don't want to be in this place. They end up staying here for months because of like the people.
because
Because
it's just low.
yeah, it's not so bad. We've got everything we need.
Yeah. It's I think this it's also one of the things that that I'm saying we as in like backpackers, like
Yeah.
people who have this kind of lifestyle that live this life, um, that we kind of are looking for, right? Because we're all kind of here on our own. We're all kind of like I said, we're here also because we can handle that to an extent.
Of
Like we,
course.
because if you weren't in the first place comfortable with being by yourself, you
Mm.
probably wouldn't have left England. You would have been like, oh, maybe I'll stay
Yeah, I'm gonna
with my
stay here with my
friends
friend. Yeah.
and where I feel like comfortable and guarded. So I feel everyone that makes that step is to an extent comfortable with being alone
Oh, for sure. You need to be comfortable being alone if you want to travel.
because it is also sometimes lonely. It can be
Yeah.
because it's not always like it is here.
Yeah, yeah, for
That's the
sure.
point.
For sure.
So I feel like that's why everyone here is also so appreciative of it because we
Mm.
know how much, like, how it actually isn't a given.
Yeah.
That because we know like there will be phases you feel lonely, but here you never have. I mean, you still have your days and everything. Like you
Oh,
still
for
have your,
sure.
but we're just such a nice family here, and
Yeah.
it's so lovely.
Because it's so small. Like you can't not get along with someone.
Exactly.
I mean, you can, but it doesn't really happen. It doesn't really happen here.
Yeah, and yeah, it's just that the whole environment doesn't really bring up any
Oh, for sure.
bad vibe.
Mm.
Um, s- so I'm just wondering because you said ending up here was coincidental. Were you just talking about the hostel, or were you talking about Fremantle in general? Like when you came here, where did you fly to, and what was the plan initially?
Okay, so the plan was, I my great auntie, she has a friend who she lived with back in New Zealand,
Mm,
and he lives over here now.
right.
No, I think yeah, he's Australian. I think he went to NZ and then came back.
Mm,
Um, he was really, really lovely. So I was set to stay with him for 2 weeks,
mm.
like just to like get my foot in and get some information
Right.
and stuff. And then yeah, I ended up house sitting for 2 weeks, house sitting his cats. They were so
Oh,
cute, so
nice.
cute. I can't remember their names though. My bad. Yeah, and then I was walking around town and I was like, "Oh, hostel." I was like, 'cause I was getting really, really lonely, like, at
Right.
yeah,
Yeah.
when I first came here, because I was like, "This is great and all, but, like, I came out here to also meet people and be more comfortable, like, speaking to new people and stuff."
Yeah.
So I was like, hostel, like, I didn't regret it, but I was like, I maybe it was a little bit of regret actually, but I just wanted to be in a hostel straight away.
Hmm.
But yeah, someone was helping me out, so I was like, yeah, why not? But yeah, I just kind of wandered down this street and then I was like, oh, because why not? I went in, had a look, and I was like, because when you first come in, like it looks quite cozy. Like it looks
Yeah.
quite nice if you don't look too hard.
No, it really does. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, and then I booked to stay in for 2 nights and then went back to the house. And then I was like, oh, I'm just gonna book there again. And then
Yeah.
booked there again, ended up staying here for I think 4 or 5 months, and then left to go to Cairns.
Hmm.
And then didn't have the best time in Cairns, so flew back and got myself up off my feet because I was in the shit, as we all have experienced before. Um,
Yes.
and yeah, now I'm just here chilling.
Nice. Um, yeah. I don't know if I told that story on the podcast yet, but that's pretty much how I discovered this hostel as well. I was just
Really?
walking down Fremantle because I mean it's Fremantle, so
Yeah,
you
you
wanna
want to
see
have a
it, you
look.
wanna walk around, and I was on the main street up there, like close to the markets, and I actually saw the sign from there that says
Pirate
Pirates,
backpackers. I
Backpackers,
saw that as well, and I was
Pirate.
little wonder.
Yeah, and then I also just rang the doorbell. Valentina immediately opened up. And
I see Valentina's face, and you're like, I need to stay here. Beautiful woman. I love Vale.
yeah, she's so lovely. She immediately was like, "Yeah, I'll show you around and
Nah.
everything." And I was like, "I'm definitely gonna
Sold.
sold." Exactly. Well, was she around when you first came as well? Or
Yes, she
I
was.
still don't know how long she's been here. Or
She's been here, think I think it's a few more months than me.
right. I
I
mean,
don't
she'll
know.
probably tell us on the because she's gonna do the podcast on Monday. So I'll
Yes,
ask her again.
yeah,
But
ask her, but she's been here. She's the longest standing resident here.
not.
Yes,
And yeah, she's the face of the hostel pretty
she
much.
is. Funny.
Um, yeah. Now we're all here because of Valentina, and we all just living in the hostel, um, living our lives, the backpacker struggles, you know,
Yeah.
the highs, the lows, the everything.
The crazy life.
Um, what would you say looking back at the last 1.5 years in Australia? W- what did you learn? What did you experience? What are the things you're looking back? If you would say, okay, this time in Australia, um, that's how I would sum it up in terms of things that I take away from it.
Okay. I would say the experiences you get from Australia at a young age, obviously in my experience,
Hmm.
it is for me, you kind of go through everything. Like you learn a lot, you realize that you don't know as much as you think you did.
Hmm.
And you learn stuff like learning stuff about people, learning stuff about the way life works was like a real wake up call because it really wasn't what I thought. Like
Right.
it, yeah, it was completely different to what I perceived. Um, yeah, Australia's been such a roller coaster. Like, there's been so many good times, like meeting people,
Hmm.
like just meeting strangers as well, and then just never fucking talking to them again. Like,
Right.
see people on the street, you're like, yep, I love you. Never see him
Yeah.
again. You still love him.
So true. So true. Yes.
That's probably fucking, I don't know.
This. No, I mean, I've said it, I think 2 days ago or something. Um, Obviously, I had a selfish reason because everyone's giving me shit now for leaving.
Yeah.
So, I think Catalina was like, "What if I never see you again?" But then I honestly said to her, and I mean it 100%, it's like what you just said, like, I've probably met 1,000 people in my life that I've never met again, and I'm
Exactly.
happy for every single one of
Oh
them, you
yeah,
know?
for sure. Like if the people are meant to stay around, they will stay around. There's
Exactly.
no, and if you guys like, yeah, that's what I love about traveling as well. Like there is a slight possibility that you can see people again. Like there's been
Yeah,
so many people here that I met last year or um
right.
I don't know, like people who I've known from different places coming back and just like, fuck, I never fucking expected to see you again. What the fuck are you doing here, cunt?
It it is kind of a like, the backpacker bubble at the end is a bubble.
Yeah.
I had that experience not as much in Australia, when I've been here the last time, but when I've been in Asia as well, because, like, 8 years ago when I was living in Jakarta to study, and then
Hmm.
afterwards I went over to Australia for 2 or 3 months because I just wanted to see the East Coast because it was so
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I also wanted to see Southeast Asia, so I went back to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and traveling Thailand and Vietnam and Cambodia, I ran into people over and over again, and
Really?
it's like, yeah, you meet someone in Cambodia, and it's like, "Oh, yeah, I know him from," and it was I think maybe back then, it was also more of a like, Southeast Asia was more of a secret because a lot of people were in Australia, like, it was really, really busy in Australia, it was a lot of partying in Australia.
Yeah.
Um, Back then, I was also at that age where I didn't mind that too much. I think I
Hmm.
was 23, 24.
Oh, go on, Mike.
So, yeah, that was all fun and everything, and then you went over um, to Southeast Asia, and you had this very specific kind of people that I also, call myself towards, which are like the more spiritual, like the more, kind of looking for something extra, because if you
Yeah.
just want to solo travel, back then you went to Australia, you went
Yeah.
to New Zealand. But if you want to like a special experience, you went
Yeah.
to
You
Thailand,
go
you
to
went
Thai.
to
Yeah.
Vietnam.
Yeah.
And so to me, the people I met there were all so very special people. And to this day, a lot of them have influenced me as well. And like you said, also some strangers where you just sit around in like a jungle setting, smoking various things. And then there's like this
Just
50-year
talking
old,
shit.
and it's like a 50-year-old guy that's sitting with all of us and he's like telling his life story. And we're like, that's so cool.
Literally. I had when I was up in Cairns, I actually had like those many like Aboriginal people around there.
Right,
And they would always just used to come and sit and we just used to have a chat and you'd like find out quite a lot. Like
right.
they were quite interesting people, but then again they were
Yes. Yeah. No, but yeah, it doesn't take away from the
no,
fact that
absolutely
you can definitely learn from
not.
everyone.
No, they're honestly all of them were really, really lovely people. Every single one that I spoke to, like they were funny, like yeah, they were cool. They were cool.
Um, so something I also wanted to share here is because I think I talked about it on the thing I did with Jordan the other day where he interviewed me.
Yeah.
So by now when this releases, it has been out for a couple of weeks. Um, but that's why I obviously find it so interesting to go back into that mind of doing it at a young age, because I do remember when I was doing it, and I was older than you. That's why I was saying you're even younger.
Yeah.
So I was a couple years older, and I remember back, like it wasn't for me personally the same experience as it is now because I wasn't as rooted in myself. I wasn't as sure in
Mm.
myself, of myself, and all these things. Um, and it took me back a little bit to that. Yeah, like the things that happen they startle you a bit more because it's more you don't have a lot of things to go off of. So you're like, oh,
Yeah.
this is life.
It's just like, shit, realization, fuck.
But the thing about life is that to this day, and that's what I told Jordan as well when he asked me about my time here, is you always learn. Like even here, I still have moments where I go, "Oh, I had this completely wrong." It will always happen. You will always learn, and that's a beautiful thing as well. Because if you would at some point just stop learning, then what's even the point? Then it just gets boring at some point. I think. Um, so it just reminds me of that BoJack Horseman episode. Did you watch that show?
Yes, I love BoJack Horseman.
When he has his, is it actually, no, it's his sister, right? Like
Yeah.
I thought his daughter, but then it's his sister. And she goes like, that voice in your head that tells you your shit, and he just goes, it goes away. Um, the episode is just, it's a brilliant episode, and that's kind of what I feel like. It's just like we're all still, just because I have 8 or whatever years on you, like we're all the same, like we all go through the same things, and um, it's also something that you realize when you get older as well. As well, yeah, my parents aren't actually like these pedestal kind of people. They're just humans,
I had that realization, like, I think it was a couple of years ago. Like, I was thinking about everything and I was just like, damn, like, they're just people.
which is a scary thought. But yeah,
Right. Like,
they're just humans as
they
well.
are just humans and they are learning and they are going to make mistakes. And yeah.
Yeah. Because as a kid, I think you need that illusion as well, because
For sure.
because if you would know, oh, this person next to me doesn't know what they're doing, you would be scared. You need to be like, no, if I need something, I go to dad or mom or whatever. And you need to know that for a fact. You need to know you have this God kind of person that can take care of anything. I'm like, oh, I'm hurt. And you just, so you kind of need that illusion when you're a child, but then I think it's also very healthy to then shed it once you get older, to then realize and not hold them to that standard anymore,
Exactly.
because then it's like, oh, but you're supposed to be perfect. No, no one's supposed to be perfect.
Absolutely not.
So now I don't know. I always ask that question, and then afterwards people just say, I don't have a plan. And I'm like, well, Mike, that was a shitty question. But in general, looking out into the future, what are things that and it could be any aspect of life, but what are things that you still aspire to do, to see, to experience, places you want to go, careers you want to follow, anything that that you want to.
That I want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely want to travel, but yeah, I really want to see the world. I just think you gain a different level of experience instead of being in a job doing all that shit. Like, obviously you do need to do that, but yeah, like traveling is just different. It's more of a free life, and I want to do that for as long as I can, as much as I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to work with animals as well.
Oh,
I want to find like an animal sanctuary. I don't know, just somewhere like I can volunteer
right.
because I love animals so much. I they're just amazing. I eat meat. I'm loving them in both ways.
Right.
You know? Physically and again physically. That sounds fucking weird. Yeah.
I'm not gonna add anything to that.
I'll recover from that.
I will just let you sit with that for a second. I'm not gonna
Okay, I deserve.
help you on that one.
Okay. Anyway, swiftly.
But no, but in all seriousness, animals. Just like because it could go, especially being that close to Southeast Asia. My mind again also went to like elephants, stuff like that. Is that part of it, or is it more
That's
like cats, dogs?
no, no. It's more like I obviously love cats and dogs, but like boring.
Yeah, no,
Like
yeah, I know.
you have a cat, you have a dog, but like I don't know. It's like what other animals
Or
more
like
interesting?
turtles, like turtle sanctuaries,
Ah, I just
penguins.
penguins. I want to go to Antarctica. Like
Oh
I
yeah,
really want to. I want to do some kind of fucking expedition there.
it's pretty expensive,
Yeah, I know that's the only thing.
but
One day.
no, it's definitely on my list as well. It's one of the things. One of my podcast regrets is that in Christchurch in the hostel I was working at, there was this lady that she actually came into Christchurch from Antarctica. She was working at McMurdoch Station for 6 months,
Uh-huh.
and then she came to Christchurch because that's where. So she was U.S. American, so that's
Right.
how they go. So they go from Antarctica to Christchurch, and then from Christchurch they're flown back to the States.
Ah, I
And
see.
so she was supposed to stay with us for like 1 or 2 nights, and then her flight out was gonna happen. And she had a breakup with her friend and all, like not a like her boyfriend for longer time. And so she stayed longer as well, canceled her flight, and she was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna see and reinvent myself in New Zealand now." And so she didn't have the best of her time being in our hostel, but
Yeah.
um she always told me the stories of what she was doing. Like she was all the scientific researches they do there, and it sounded super interesting. And like just the environment, how everything's like so sterile, and you need to be very careful. And if you go outside, you basically freeze to death.
What the hell?
And um, I think it's because she wasn't that like mindset of not being too talkative in general. I never pushed the podcast on her.
Yeah.
And then she just because I kept doing it with other people, and then she came up to me and she's like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna do it. But she moved out of the hostel, getting her own place, and she's like, yeah, we can definitely do it. So the 2 or 3 weeks I reconnected with her and I was
Mhm.
like, hey, are you still down to do a podcast? And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I just went to Thailand on a whim. And I was like, good on you. Like it was
Good
her, and she had a great time in
face.
Thailand,
Oh,
Vietnam, and all these things. But um, sadly, I never got to do the episode.
okay.
But that's why I also feel like Antarctica is such a
It's such a
vast
yeah,
place
it's
as
so
well.
mysterious. Like so
Yeah.
mysterious. It's for all we know a white blanket of snow. Who knows?
And she lift up the blankets. That's where all the aliens are.
Exactly. All the aliens and the unicorns and the fairies.
Like,
No, the
obviously,
fairies don't live there.
obviously that's a joke. Please, U.S. government, don't kill me.
Yeah, no, it's only a joke. Really?
No, but Antarctica, it has something,
It
right? It has
does.
it has a pull.
It really does.
Um, so yeah, I mean, to me, it's interesting to then always see because sometimes very rarely I get the answer. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go back to. I mean, in your case, England. I'm gonna do something, but very rarely I get this answer. So I'm always happy when people. I mean, I'm happy because I'm biased because I love traveling, but um, it is interesting to see that once you like see what it is, once you
Yeah.
do it, it's like you want to keep doing it.
Yeah. Because reality is like you can work anywhere. Why do it back home? Like
Exactly.
I like eventually I want to get to the point where I can build my own house, have my own plot of land,
Right.
have shit ton of animals. Like when I'm saying shit ton, it's gonna be a fucking Noah's Ark.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the got a shit ton of ducks.
Dust.
Ducks are my favorite. I'm gonna
Oh,
have an
shit.
army of ducks. Army of ducks. Yeah,
Nice.
I just can't. Yeah,
You There, that just made me think of this stupid. There's like this thing people always ask. It's like, would you rather fight like how does it go? Like two two K-sized ducks, or would you rather fight 100 duck-sized Ks? You know, like
Wait, so
so it's
two.
so it's either the duck that's
Uh-huh.
the size of you, so
Uh-huh.
two of huge K-sized ducks,
Okay.
or you get 100
100
Ks, but you're
Ks.
duck-sized. So what would you rather fight? Would you fight the two huge ducks or the 100 tiny ewes?
Uh, oh, I wouldn't fight the ducks. I love the ducks. They can kill me if they want. I would surrender to the ducks. What would? Oh, this is a positive either way because I have either
Right.
100 little baby ducks. Well, wait, they would still be ducks, right? They wouldn't be me.
Mm.
Because why would I want 100 me's?
Why wouldn't you want 100 ewes?
Oh no. Oh.
Oh, they could do stuff for you.
They could fucking. I could have my little minion. Let's train them to fucking like steal shit. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, we would use it for good,
Yeah,
not
of
for
course.
evil.
Yeah, high spanks. Joking. Honestly, oh, but then I've got like two massive fucking ducks. Who doesn't want? This is a hard question. Like, oh wow, little ducks. No, big duck. No, fun. I can't answer this. I'm so sorry.
I'm not even a fan of the question. I mean,
Go. This is little.
yes,
Thank you.
you could have both.
Sorry, I go a little bit off topic.
No, so ducks though. So, is that your favorite animals you
Oh,
play?
yeah, my favorite animal. They're just so cute. It's so cute. I'm gonna build like when I have my own house. I'm gonna build like a water slide for them, like a fucking massive one.
Nice.
Yeah, like I reckon I'm gonna have some time on my hands. I hope.
No, you
We'll
will.
see. Yeah. Yeah, gonna have. What's the fucking word? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna grow my own gonna grow my own food and just try and live off the land as much as I can. And yeah, that's the goal. And then just like sit and do tabs all day. Sorry, can I say that?
I mean, you can say whatever you want.
Fucking crack out the mushy, smoke fucking cokes, live my days with my ducks.
But I mean, that is, or to take it back to my life as well. It's something that I've also considered for a bit. I feel like it is just a very good way of life because especially when you travel and you um like we've brushed on it, like what is life, like what actually is life, and if you like strip it down to at the end what it is surviving. So if you have those bases covered, if you have your land, if you build up your house, if you have a garden, if you have animals, and you basically can sustain yourself, then there's also obviously to an extent because in the system we live right now, we can fully live without money, but
Exactly.
then that's basically a way of removing yourself from the money, which we basically only invented because not everyone could be a farmer, right?
Exactly.
Because if everyone could provide everything they need to live for themselves anyway, there would be no need for money.
Yeah.
So so for me, I've thought about this for a long time as well, that that would actually be a kind of cool life to live. That would for you because for me, it was always then though I was like, maybe I would feel too secluded. Is that part in your vision as well to be secluded? Would like doing these things, or would you still be part of like a more urban life as well?
I think that all depends. Like it really all depends. I love the idea of a secluded life, like just being in the quiet, like
Yeah.
in the piece. Obviously you can't like I wouldn't cut myself off from like everything because
Yeah.
that's a bit mad. You do still need modern everyday things.
Right.
Sorry, what was the question?
Um, yeah, no, basically you answered it. If you because when I seen myself doing these things,
Yeah.
I would see myself very secluded. I was like, the only way I could like see that actually happening is if it was a patch of land in the forest or something,
Yeah.
really far away.
Yeah.
Um, so for me, that was always the vision. So in general, you would also say that the idea probably goes for you also more into more being more secluded
Oh, for
rather
sure.
than
For sure. 100%.
yeah. Um, so I feel like everything we've talked about kind of go went into this little bit of how to live life kind of thing. So that's why I always have a question. I don't always ask it, but I'm always interested in how people answer the question. So what would you say also with everything we discussed and everything we have discussed right now, what would be a fulfilled life for K? I don't like the word happy because happy is like an emotion, like
Yeah.
it could be
Yeah.
fleeting, but a fulfilled life where you would say, um, that's got me covered. I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. What would that have to have? What other things you would need in that life?
I really don't need much. Like,
That's good.
just as long as it's like there's good people around me
Mm,
and I'm in a nice place. Doesn't have to be warm, like preferably warm because
yeah,
love the warm.
because well,
Yes. But yeah, and obviously money is also a factor.
yes,
So yeah, it's not like having material things, it's having, I would say, good experiences. That's and a little bit of money. Good experiences and a little bit of money.
that's it's really nice.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you can't get rid of the money because the money. I mean, especially for us travelers, I feel like most of us would agree. It's like you said, not about the materialistic things. So it's not about the money per se as well, but the money just represents the freedom that
Exactly.
we can
That's
do.
that's a really frustrating thing about it because I would have loved to travel Australia more than I have. Well, I've
Yeah,
barely traveled Australia, but I haven't really seen much because of like the money aspect.
right.
But when you do have it, like you can do much more.
Um, so one thing that is also or one question rather that um always is with me when I'm traveling is kind of the question of just finding new places and basically it's not always there but subconsciously always seeing is this place a place I could see myself like staying for a longer time.
Mhm.
So I guess a question I'm curious about as well is when you are saying that you want to own a patch of land sometime, um, do you have a place in mind already, or are you also like on that journey of looking for it?
That's the thing. I'm on the journey of looking for it. I haven't seen enough of the world to. I haven't really lived enough life to know what I want yet. Like for sure. Like obviously,
Yeah,
I do have ideas and plans and stuff, but in terms of like life, things change all the time, and that's
yeah,
also what I've learned from Australia. Things change all the time. The plan never goes.
yes.
The plan. doesn't normally go. Let's correct myself. Um, but yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, s- that's also a huge part of travel is just you become way more, well, I mean, flexible on one hand, but also you become just a lot more, and I think we touched on it as well. You just a lot more content in general and more grateful for the like the small
Oh,
things.
of course. Of course.
Um, which that's why I love traveling as well, because it always like keeps you on the feet a little bit.
Oh, it does.
Like you can never fully um like even here, like we said, we've got this family, we've got all these people that we've known for a long time, we all stay here. So it is sort of a routine. Most of us work, so it
Yeah.
is a routine, but you can never fully go into a comfort zone while traveling than you would be in your
Oh,
home
for
country.
sure. Oh, for sure. You always need to be thinking about what you're gonna do next.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So that's why I feel like traveling is also an accelerator to one's life. Because if you had spent the last 1.5 years in Brighton or anywhere in England, you would probably not have grown
Oh,
as
I
much as
oh,
you've had.
absolutely not, absolutely not. It gives you yeah, as I said before, it gives you a different level of experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, like real life shit. It's good to learn, it's good to know.
Is indeed. Um, I'm happy. I'm very happy with our conversation. Um, we got a lot of insights into, and I also like that we just randomly talked about a bunch of topics as well.
Yeah.
But overall, we've got a good overview of your experiences, and we've got a bit of a look into you as well, and the things that we learned from traveling, and especially if younger people listen to it, that they also know that that's one I liked where you said fear and excitement is basically the same thing.
Yeah.
So the sooner you realize that, you actually learn a lot for life as well.
You really do. You really do. You should do the things that you're scared of because
100%.
normally it will turn out good. It will turn out good.
So, yeah, thank you so much, Kay, for sitting down and sharing all that with.
Thank you, Mike. You have been lovely. Michelle.
I'll cut that out. Probably won't.
No, you won't. It's staying. It's
No,
staying.
it's gonna sadly. Well, with that, thanks again, and goodbye, everyone.